Hello there, it's Ruth here, artfulstampin.co.uk. I want to get started as soon as possible on sharing with you the items that are going to be retiring and just kind of do a bit of a run through with some of my favourite stamp sets and the versatility of them. So this is Petal palette and it has some dies to go with it. Can I get my hands on them straight away? Yes, I can. So these are the dies. Now some of them are designed to cut out shapes that you stamp first of all. So for example that one there. Sorry, there's a bit of a glare there. And then some of the shapes are just kind of like textures and this beautiful leafy one here. So after I've done this live and have a play with editing the information below tomorrow, I'll put some links to other videos that I've done using this stamp set. I think I have done a couple before, but I just wanted to kind of go through it again and just give you opportunity to have a look at this up close and personal. So I decided I'd just quickly come on here and do a quick one sheet wonder just to show you that you're able to just use this stamp set to do a host of different card making. I love it because it's got lots of different sentiments that are suitable for lots of different occasions. It's got this lovely kind of textural portion here, and then also it's got just florals and a little birdie and some leaves. So and also great for colouring in too. If you enjoy that type of thing, then it's great to be able to colour these images in. So if you're watching this and you think that you might know somebody who might like this, then do go ahead and share this out with somebody. So I'm doing this live, so if I say hello to a few people, it's because they've just come on to watch. If you're watching this on the replay, then thank you very much for catching up with me after the fact. So I've got Blackberry Bliss here, which is a pretty strong colour, and I'm hoping to try and have a go at spritzing over the top of my stamping and see kind of what happens. I'm hoping it will kind of smudge and smear a little bit and we'll be able to have some fun with this paper. So I'm using Very Vanilla, and I'm just using the lighter weight Very Vanilla for this, and going to see what happens. So as you can see, I'm trying to stamp this image so it almost looks like it's continuous on the page, and it's quite fun to try and match up the shapes. And oh yes, of course. Oh yes, hi Kay, you can comment. You weren't able to comment before, were you? Nice to see you. Let's see if we can fit that one in there. Maybe fit an extra little bit into there. And there we have it. Okay. So one of my favourite stamps from this set is the leaves. And I'm going to take that out and swap that over. I'm going to clean up later, I promise. There we go. And one of my favourite colours to team with Blackberry Bliss is Old Olive, which is not on my rack at the moment because I used it this morning and it's still in my bag. So I'm going to go for Granny Apple Green here because this is a lovely zingy green to use. So I'm trying to miss out the longer stem portion and just kind of stamp some of these leaves in here, and I'm kind of stamping 3 times to get the most out of this. Oh, you really, Kay? Oh, fantastic. So Kay's just saying that she's downloaded the new catalogue because she's a demonstrator and she's enjoying looking at that. So if you're new to this channel, then you may not know about Stampin' Up products. It's the stamps that I'm using are from a company called Stampin' Up, and I'm an independent demonstrator for them. So if you live in the UK or certain parts of Europe, you can shop with me and you can purchase these right away. And if you are really mad keen on Stampin' Up products and you'd like to purchase more of them but get a bit of a discount, or even maybe sell some to your friends and colleagues and create a little bit of a business doing it, then you can actually sign up yourself and get more product for your money. So for us, we've got to see a bit of a sneak peek of the new catalogue that's going to be coming out very soon, so we're all a little bit excited at the moment. Right, I'm going to just grab a smaller block because it might be nice to have some more flowers coming out here. So, I don't know what's going to be neutral. Let's have a look. A bit more of a neutral colour. I think soft suede will do it. Yes, we are like kids in a candy store, you're quite right. I think stamps are grown-up candy now, aren't they? So I'm just using this stamp to fill in some spaces. Okay. Right, I want to get some water onto this and see what happens. Right. I don't know whether to use my big blue one or a Stampin' Up spritzer. Stampin' Up one ready. Okay, let's see what happens. So because this paper is quite porous, I'm not expecting to see a lot of water movement, but I thought it would be fun just to see what happens when I spritz on it. And there is a little bit of movement that I can see happening. It's kind of starting to blur up a little bit, which is good. I'm just going to fill my spritzer with some more water without pouring it on the floor. And see if we can get some of this ink to move around a little bit more. I don't know if you can see that, it is starting to blur around a little bit. Just kind of softens the look of it really, it makes it less sharp, which is quite fun. Right, we'll come back out a bit. Yes, it is. This one is retiring. Yep. So I've just spritzed with Blackberry Bliss, Soft Suede and Granny Apple Green. And I'm thinking of bringing in another stamp set that's retiring as a little bit of texture. It's one of my absolute faves. It's Swirly Bird. This one is going to be leaving us also. And this is probably my most used stamp out of this set, this little splatter stamp. I'm going to just add some extra bits of texture onto here. And now the water's a little bit wet, it's really interesting how it's reacting to the stamp. There we go. So I'm not going to be able to do anything with this straight away because it is still wet. But it is interesting to see what happens with it. Right, I fancy having another go doing something else, so I'm just going to grab another sheet of cardstock. I'll use that other one for either card making or bookmark making. I'll see what it's like tomorrow. Right, what else have I got here that I've not used? I've not used that little birdie. He's quite cute. So what about, might just go back over with some more Blackberry Bliss. I'll stick with the colours I've already got out. But this time I'm going to do something where I'm not sure, Kay. Kay's asking if I'd spritzed it sooner, it would have spread more. I think it's more to do with the type of cardstock that it is. If I'd used the shimmer white cardstock, I think it would have been very different. So, right. There we go. This time, I'm going to do these leaves going through there. Oops. I'll turn it around that way. You can see it a little bit better. I love how it fades off with this stamp because it's rubber. It seems to hold the ink for quite a long time, so you're able to do a lot of stamping off and a lot of sort of fading out, which is so pretty. Okay, let's get the little birdie. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to make 4 card fronts out of this. I only want one bird in each kind of section. This is a great way to make quite a few cards in one go, and what I would sometimes recommend is that you don't actually put the sentiments on at this stage. You just keep your cards in your stash ready to give to somebody, and then you can put the sentiments on afterwards. Right, I do want to have a go with this texture. Oh, hi Geraldine, really nice to see you. Yeah, don't be on a downer, just kind of, you know, I think the way to view it is enjoy them while they're here, and you know what, we are so going to enjoy those new stamps when they come. So, you know, it's okay. But yeah, after kind of the excitement of on stage, it can be a bit sad to then really see that retirement list. That's why I think it's quite fun to look at the new catalogue and go, oh, what's coming, before realising what's going. Yeah, and I think someone had to point out to me that Lovely as a Tree was going before I noticed. Okay guys, can you see what I'm doing with this fabulous stamp here? I think I did something similar in a One Sheet Wonder the other week actually, using these long stamps like this. Look at that, look at that lovely texture, and isn't it fab? Might just mean now that whatever sentiment you do put on here, you might have to stamp it onto something else and then attach it, but that's okay. So I'm just going to cut down my card, and then because this is going to be mounted onto something else, I don't need it so wide, so I'm just going to crop off that little piece there and crop off this little piece here. Now I love this technique because I think it's a really great way to show people that you do not need to have lots and lots of equipment to get started with card making. This is literally one stamp set, 3 colours, some cardstock, and a couple of blocks to get you going. You could even get away with using 1 block as long as it was big enough. So you know, it's very easy to get started, and you could make so many different types of cards using this stamp set. So here we have, I've managed to get ink on me. So 4 cards, and that's been made. I mean, I've only been online for 15 minutes and half of that time was stamping something else. So some really cute little note cards or little birthday cards or whatever you want to use them for, ready to give away. So I might just stamp one of the sentiments just to show you how easy that is to do. So I like to align my rubber stamp looking actually at the rubber. Now even if you put the stickers on the back, I think it's still really important to make sure that you align the rubber, because sometimes you might have just put the stickers on not quite right, and so you can't always go by what is on the sticker. So if you just line the bottom of the writing with the bottom of your block, if you apply the block parallel to the top of your cardstock or the bottom of your cardstock, you know that it's going to work. So I've got Blackberry Bliss here. I'm just going to ink that up. And then, make sure I get it the right way around. That would help, wouldn't it? Just eyeball it to make sure I've got it in the right place. And just put a bit of pressure in the middle there. And then there we go. It's a really simple little thank you card then that I could give somebody. Actually, I might just stamp these all up because I have a friend who's not been well and I've not been able to go over and directly help her, and I did kind of joke to her that maybe I should make some thank you cards for the people that have been able to help her. So I think I will make these up and send them to her so that she can send these to her friends. There we go. Okay, so normally I would stick this onto a card base. I'm not going to do that in front of you because that's kind of boring, but that's what we have. So how cool is that? Just want to read some of your comments. It's looking really great. I have to go now. Okay, Minnie, take care. So look, I got ink on me again. This time the purple one. Right. I'm trying to think if I've got any more ideas how to use this stamp set. Seeing I've got a few more minutes before this video gets far too long. I wonder if we can have another go doing something fun. What have I not used? I've not used that little flower, and also this little flower thing here. Let's have a think. Okay, what about swapping out some of these colours? Instead of using the green on the leaf, I'm going to use the brown, and I can't be bothered to properly clean my stamp, so I'm going to be a bit naughty and just clean it off there. I think I'm definitely going to make some bookmarks out of this one. And because generally when I make the bookmarks I end up cutting off the bottom. So you guys are getting lots of one sheet wonders today, and it's only Monday. Right, here we go. So let's just stamp and stamp and stamp and stamp and stamp and stamp and stamp. Oh, look at that. And I just want them at different angles, so woohoo! What fun! Go. If you're finding this boring, please feel free to watch this at double speed if you're watching this on the replay. But I guess by watching it in real time you get to see really how quick these can come together. Okay, right, so just want to do a few extra leaves down here because I want this a little bit darker. Okay. That's quite effective. I don't think I actually want to do too much more to this, but I will. Know me, I keep going. Let's use this little thing. Just do the odd little flower in there. Oops. There we go. That's quite fun. Right, I'm very tempted to put some green splattered in there now. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dip my stamp into water that's beside me and just clean it off with tissue because I'm really not quite sure where my... Oh, I know. I used my... I've got my stamping scrubber still in my bag from a workshop this morning, so... Oops, bit of tissue, but never mind. Take that off. Let's get some of that lovely bright zingy green in here. So this is the Granny Apple Green, which is probably my favourite greens at the moment. It's so fresh and yummy. And I think when it's stamped off, when you're doing the second one, it is a little bit like Lemon Lime Twist, which is, we're saying goodbye to Lemon Lime Twist at the moment because it's one of our in colours, and yeah, we're saying goodbye to that one. So it's actually quite nice to have the ability to create a, you know, one of the colours that are going with one that we already have, and that's going to be staying for quite a while. So that's quite good. Right, well this is very textural. I mean, you could use this for making, you know, maybe more of a masculine card or a sympathy card. That's quite fun, isn't it? But this one I'm actually going to be cutting up and creating bookmarks. Oh, incidentally, I forgot to say about the bookmarks. In the main catalogue, the little thin cellophane bookmarks are retiring. They are definitely not in the next catalogue. Let me just double check it. I must have missed it on my... I just done a retirement walkthrough and I forgot to circle those, even though I know they're going. So let's have a look. Oh, I think I completely missed out that page by accident. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I definitely did miss out that page. Right, so let's just go back over and check. Oops, 192, page 192. Here we go, 192. Right, so it says paper watercolour. Now, although it says that that is retiring, Stampin' Up are kind of bringing out a different new product. So it doesn't mean we're not going to have any watercolour, it just means that we're not going to be having this particular one. Then it also says the glossy white A4 cardstock. that is going to be going. So we're not going to be having glossy white anymore. The striped treat bags are going, and the mini coloured doilies are going. Then these cellophane bags, the 2x8" ones, which I love, those are going. The silver mini gable boxes, the narrow whisper white is going. The delightfully detailed, those are going. Oh, and the white gable boxes. Oh, both of those are going. Okay. Yep, that is it. Let's have a look. Yeah, I must have completely skipped over that earlier. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And also, Stampin' Up are aware that it's a little bit confusing where they say that a stamp is retiring when actually it just means it's not going to be available on the wood mount, but it's being reconfigured with a new cling mount. So I believe that Stampin' Up are working on a new list that's going to be downloadable to make it a little bit easier to understand. So if you have had a look at this list and got a bit confused, then just hold on tight. We should be having an updated list very soon, so I will check and come back to you on that one. Okay, so back to this. I am going to cut this down. So as always, if you like what you see, or if you think you may have friends who would enjoy watching this kind of video, then please do share it. You know, you can grab that link and even share it to your Facebook page, your Facebook profile, and just, you know, it would really, I'd really appreciate it if you did that, because I'm always trying to maximize my reach with my YouTube videos, and I get such lovely feedback from people who watch them, and I'd love more people to be able to appreciate them and get inspiration and kind of connect with other crafters as well. So please do that. And even if you don't live in the UK, if you're living, I have a lot of American viewers, Australian, European viewers, so you know, please share it out, it all helps. So I'm just cutting these pieces down, and so I cut it to just under 7 inches. Okay, so basically 7 inches minus 1/8. And then the way I work it here is 2 inches minus 3/16. 3/16. That's so that when I cut my base that these are going to get stuck onto, the base is just under 2 inches to fit into my cellophane pockets. So that's going to be making some lovely bookmarks. I tend to put different sentiments onto here, and then I sell them at various craft fairs and things like that. So that's what they're going to do. Right, I'm going to go off to bed now and dream of new Stampin' Up product, and I might even go and do a little bit of knitting. I'm knitting some socks at the moment, so there we have it. That's what we've made tonight, and here is the card fronts that we made. And here is my piece of cardstock, still drying. It's still a little bit damp, so I'll come back to this tomorrow and see what's happened to it. So this got spritzed earlier to see how the ink would work, and it's run a little bit. You can see it's run a little bit there. So there we go. Right, how many packets am I going to order, says Kay? At least 10. There are 50 in each packet, so it kind of gives me 500, but considering I've got in stock about over 100 bookmarks ready to sell, yeah, I don't know if 500 is going to be enough. So there we have it. Who's just come on here? Hi Elizabeth, lovely to see you. Love One Sheet Wonders. You're happy to see them every day. Oh my goodness, now that would be a challenge. Maybe I should do that for Easter week. Do a One Sheet Wonder a day. Hey, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Would you like that, Elizabeth? Okay. Yeah, I must say my One Sheet Wonders seem to be getting a lot of attention, and I get such lovely comments back about those that yeah, I'm quite happy to do. Paper Crafter says yes, please, yes. And I was also thinking of setting up like a one sheet wonder challenge, maybe we could have like a color challenge week where you go, right, go away and do one sheet wonder using certain colors or certain shapes, or I don't know. It might be quite a fun thing to set up. And then if you are a YouTube subscriber who also does videos, it would be really lovely to have you make your own videos to show me what you did as well. How about that? That would be fun, wouldn't it? So do comment below if that is something you're interested in. I'm always looking for ways to connect with crafters, and I like getting inspiration from you guys too. And yeah, let's talk about it. That would be super fun. Yeah. I must admit, when I'm looking at new stamps, I'm thinking, how am I going to make that into a one sheet wonder? So I've got the lovely Daisy Lane here from convention, from on stage, and oh my goodness, we are going to have such fun with this stamp set doing one sheet wonders. I've also already had a little play with it with the birch, this as well. This is so beautiful. Yeah. So watch this space. Right, thank you all my lovelies. You guys are so great. And if you're watching this via something else, by my Facebook or my blog or whatever, then thank you for watching and take care for now. See you all soon. Bye.